Shalom, shalom, Israel, shalom. This your brother Shopper. Wanted to come back in, get a lesson in. Before we get started, all praises due to the Most High Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakahak Badash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there, 144,000, Tabernacle of King David, scattered abroad likened unto a speckled bird, pushing this truth, this gospel, with sincerity. Greetings, salutations to the remnant out there, men, women, and children. Shalom, right? So the other day, at camp, I went into it briefly for a second, that hell is a condition. And in the scriptures, you know what I mean? I had more scriptures, a couple of scriptures written down, but I didn't get into it. And so I figured I wanted to come back and do a lesson and, land back, piggyback off, you know what I'm saying? Off of that thought. And so, this was the scripture I brought out that day. We're going to start off where I left off at. So this is the book of Jonah, chapter 2, verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his power out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of my affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. For thou hadst me for thou hadst cast me into the deep, into the midst of the seas, and the floods compassed me about. All thy billows and thy waves passed over me, right? So right there, Jonah is inside the belly of a whale and he's in hell. See, so it's not that depiction that they got and, the doctrine that they got or whatever, because the doctrine they running with is pretty much Hades right here. It's pretty much Hades. You know what I mean? So let's go down. Let's look a little bit. I read some. Is Hades hell? And so now we got to this word right here. Shiloh. Shiloh. S-H-E-E-O-L. So let's look that up. Right? Let's look that up.
Sheol. Sheol.
Sheol. Sheol. The abode of the dead in early Hebrew thought. See, so it don't say nothing about no hell, no burning, no nothing like that, right? So let's get out of here. Let's see what the images of Sheol look like. Let's see that. Let's try that real quick. Yeah, see, they go crazy with it. Yeah, Sheol, Hades. See, they do a lot of stuff to try to lose you, man. So you won't have a good sound understanding of what's going on in the scriptures. That's pretty much what they do. Okay, let's see. Let's keep looking down. I'm just scanning down just a little bit. So while most Old Testament texts which refer to Sheol can be understood as only referring to a grave in which dead bodies were laid. Yeah. Those that didn't believe in the future resurrection, the Pharisees, such as Pharisees. Okay, that's pretty cool. We gonna get out of here, and we gonna nah, that ain't the one I want. That's the one I want right there. This was hell. This was hell. Those times was hell. But let's keep getting it. Psalms 18 and 1. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 18, verse 1, right? A song of David. David, the servant of Yahweh, who spake unto the Lord the words of his song in the day that the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. And he said, I will love thee, O Yahweh, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation, and my tower. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, so shall I be saved from mine enemies. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the floods of the ungodly men made me afraid. See? Here's the point though. 18 and 5. Psalms 18 and 5. The sorrows of hell compassed me about. The snares of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord and cried unto my power. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even unto his ears. See? So here's again, just like Jonah in the well, here's King David, crying out that he's in hell, and it's the conditions of his enemies and like that, right? So come on, let's keep going. Let's go here. This was one that really kind of, for me, was a clear picture, So you go Revelation 6 and 8, right? It's the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him, right? Listen to the second half of it. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. Job 9 and 24. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked, right? To kill with the sword. Who was given the sword? Who was given the sword to rule earth? To live by the fatness of earth. Let's read that part. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth, right? So now let's, just so we remember, let's go over here. Genesis 27 and 40. Start at 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the heaven from above, and by the sword shall thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break the yoke from off his neck. 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing therein his father blessed him. Right? And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother. So Esau was given the sword to rule by. So when you go back to Revelation 6 and 8, and it reads, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, because Esau was looking to kill us. And hell followed with him, and the power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. See? So right there, you know, is letting you see, man, that yeah, these is all of the heathen nations. All of the heathen nations gonna eventually get it. Thus saith the Lord. All of the heathens gonna get it. That's not it. What's the one I want? That's the one I want right there. That's the one I want. This is their heaven. They are in heaven right now. They are in heaven right now. Let's keep getting it. My son hit me up. Songs. Come on, let's keep going. You know, I'm just going to take my time because, you know, I just got a couple of scriptures, but I want to take my time with it. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 16 and 7. Let's start at 7. I will bless the Lord who hath given me counsel. My reins also instruct me in the night seasons. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. See? So yeah, so hell is what we dealing with right now, man. Because, I mean, what else could be, what, besides all that, I mean, you go outside, police, the housing, everything that could be terrible is terrible in life. Pretty much. I mean, you could smile and make the best of what the situation is, but we in hellish conditions right now. Hellish conditions right now. Let's keep going. Psalms 9:16. Right? 9 and 16. Let's start at 15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken. See, so traps and stuff that they setting up for us is going to catch them. It's going to catch them in the end, right? The Lord is known by the judgment which he execute. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Job 9 and 24 again. Earth is given into the hands of the wicked. 17, 9 and 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forgot Yahweh. See? So there again, we got hell can't be a place like how they saying it. You know what I'm saying? Second Esdras, let's read it. Let's read it. Cause just like their era or their world, that you know their era that right now is their heaven and our hell. It's gonna be the same for them. Let's get it. Let's start at Second Esdras 6 and 6. 6 6 and 6. Then did I consider these things, and they are all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that follow? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? See, so we in hell right now in their world, because they was able to do this to us. That's hell right there. That is hell. That is hell right there. That is hell. That is hell. Let's keep going. Let's go over here to Revelation. Yeah, I had this one was on me for a minute. Just, just like nagging at me, like, do that. That's what you need to do next. That's what you need to do next. This book of Revelations, and we're going to start at 20 and 9. And they went up unto the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about. See, the compassing of the camps of the saints. This is us. This is us. This is hell. Hellish conditions right there, man. Of the saints about, and a beloved city, and fire came down from Yahweh out of the heaven and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them, where he at? The devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beasts and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night forever. Right? See, that right there shows, the devil's supposed to be down there running hell. So how is the devil getting cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, right? Keep going. And I saw a great white throne. This is Yahushua. I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. No place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahweh, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell deliver up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. So how is hell, and you know what I mean? How is, read that one again, Revelation 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire, which is the second death. That's when the missiles hit. So how can hell get burnt up in the lake of fire? See? So it's like, it's like the doctrines, man, the stuff that people believe out here and running with, and the drunken, just drunken with the doctrines, man. Drunken with the doctrines. But in the same breath, this ain't the mark of the beast. You know what I mean? I just thought about, I'm just seeing Priest Zabak saying, oh, it's the doctrine and being drunk. Has nothing, that still don't have nothing to do with a physical implantation of the mark of the beast. See my battery going down. Let me plug up. Salaki, excuse me, that's right. Let me plug up just in case. We don't run out of time. There we go. I had to plug in that so we don't get caught out there. Yeah, cause you know, certain things, you know, you could rush through, but this one I'm gonna take my time with. This is the book of Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and that I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that they may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. But the just shall live by his faith. Ye also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Talk about Esau. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. How can you enlarge your desire as hell? And is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but garnereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. See? Six. Let's read 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? And he sure did increase what is not his. Through this. Through slavery. This is how he increased. Through slavery. Through slavery. through the false doctrines right here. Controlling everything. Controlling everybody. And all the nations going to turn against him. All the nations going to turn against him. Everybody. Even though they have to pay for their transgressions too. Nobody gets a pass. Nobody gets a pass. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's go back to Revelations. Revelation 2 and 4. It's the book of Revelation 2 and 4. Nevertheless, I have somewhat, this is Yahushua Mashiach speaking. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent, and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and remove thy candlestick out of its place, except thou repent. See, this is talking to the wicked. This is talking to the wicked Israelites right there, the wicked 2/3. But this thou hast, that thou hatest the deeds of the Nicolaitans, yeah, which I also hate. He that hath an ear, let him hear, that the Spirit saith unto the churches, to whom that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of Yahweh. And unto the angel in the church of Smyrna write these things, saith, the first and the last which was dead is alive. I'm reading Salakia. I'm reading the wrong chapter. Salakia, Israel. I was wondering what's going on here. Yeah, this is. I was trying to go to 2 Peter, Salakia, for that one, Israel. 2 Peter 2 and 4. I was reading Revelations 2 and 4. Salakia. I was like, That's not what I want to be reading. This is 2 Peter 2:4. For if Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness. That going back to this. Let's read this one again. 2 Peter 2:4. If Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down into hell and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, and Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. See, this is all of this. Hell is not what they've been telling you. We dealing with hell right now, and we got to get right to make it to not be destroyed when Yahushua Mashiach come back. 2 Peter 2:8. For that righteous man dwelling among them in the seeing and hearing vexed his righteousness soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of the temptations, and reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. See? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see. 31, 11. Ezekiel 31:11. I have therefore delivered him into the hand of the mighty one of the heathen. He shall surely deal with him. I have driven him out for his wickedness. Right? It's talking about us being given to the wicked, man. And the strangers, the terrible of the nations, have cut him off, and have left him upon the mountains, and in all the valleys his branches are fallen, and his burrows are broken by all the rivers of the land, and all the people of the earth are gone down from his shadows, and left him. 16. I made the nations to shake at the sound of his fall, when I cast him down to hell with them that descend into the pit, and all the trees of Eden, the choice and best of Lebanon, all that drink water shall be comforted in the nether parts of the earth. Then also went down into hell with him unto them that be slain by the sword. Once again, who was given the sword? Esau, Edom, was given the sword, and they that were his arm, that dwelt under his shadow in the midst of the heathen. Shalaki. So yeah, so this is hell, man. Esau, Edom is in heaven. We are in hell. And pursuant to Deuteronomy 30:7, the curses are reversing. So this gonna be them in the future. It's gonna be them in the future. Let's keep going. Yeah, I know this one might be a little drawn out, little long, but you know, Spirit was on me to do it. I cut it down. I had more verses. I cut it down, so you know. It's the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 1. I saw the Lord standing upon an altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, see, though they dig into hell, how can you dig into hell? Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. See, we just trying to make sure we get a look. And this is 4, 9 and 4. And though they got into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them. See, this is Esau slaying us with the sword, man, that he was given, man. And I will set my eyes upon them for evil and not good. This is us being punished by Esau that was given the sword, man. Let's keep going. Let's go to 7 now. Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel, saith the Lord? Have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt, and the Philistines from Kaphor, and the Syrians from Kir? Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. See, so he did to us just like he did to the other nations. But look, but saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, for lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, and like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. See, he trying to get rid of the evil, the wicked. The wicked out of his people. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening right now. Look, Amos 9 and 12. That they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathen. See? And all the heathen gonna get it. Edom and all the heathen, which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this. See? See? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Get a couple more. Matthew. Changed up the music a little bit. Got some classical. You know, you hear the suggestions when when the apostles offer up suggestions and things like that. I mean, even when you don't do it right then and there, you still hear it in your head. So I hear Apostle Gabar, play some gospel, play some classical music. Play some classical music. It puts your mind in a different, on a different wavelength. This is Matthew 13 and 49. This is Yahushua speaking. So shall it be at the end of the world, the angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. See, this is what's coming. This is what's coming. Our hellish conditions are being reversed. The hellish conditions are being put on other nations, especially Esau. You look around the world and look at the weather that all of the other nations are going through or whatever, and it's biblical weather. They're being punished right now. All of the things that they're going through, they're being punished right now, currently being punished. Even though they putting it on global warming, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushua punishing them. This Revelations 7 and 8. He that overcomes shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and the whoremongers and the sorcerers and the idolaters and all the liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. See? So that's what's coming. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. We got one more and we gonna get out of here. One more. I hope this one was edifying. I hope somebody, you know what I'm saying? I hope somebody get a little something from this one. Because, you know, I was like, you know, after you read enough scriptures and you read it in context and you see what's going on in the chapter and everything, so, you know, thoughts that I had before about hell and all of that and the confusion, the Christianity doctrine, even if I wasn't a Christian, that would be the thinking and the thoughts that I would have in my head would be those thoughts. You know? This is Ezekiel 32 and 21. The strong among the mighty men shall speak to him out of the midst of hell. See? Right, I mean, right there, Ezekiel 32 and 21. The strong among the mighty men shall speak to him out of the midst of hell with them that helped him. They are gone down, they lie uncircumcised, slain by the sword. See, the ones that's not circumcised with this word is gonna be slain. It's gonna be slain. Gonna be slain by the sword. 27. Ezekiel 32 and 27. And they shall not lie with the mighty that are fallen of the uncircumcised, which are gone down to hell with their weapons of war, and they have laid their swords under their heads, but their iniquities shall be upon their bones, though they were the terror of the mighty in the land of the living. Yea, thou shalt be broken in the midst of the uncircumcised, and shall lie with them that are slain by the sword. See? The uncircumcised and the wicked gonna lay together at the end. They gonna get the same treatment. 29. Where is Edom, her kings, and all her princes, which with her might are laid by them that were slain by the sword? They shall lie with the uncircumcised and with them that go down to the pit. See? See? So yeah, so this is what's coming, man. This is what's coming. This is what's coming. You know what I mean? We are in hell right now, and all that's coming is destruction, man. That's all that's coming, man. So yeah, so I just wanted to come back in and you know, get a little lesson in. Hopefully it was made a little sense. You know what I mean? Yahweh Ratazah. But with that, I'm going to say all praises due to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakaha Kwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, greetings, peace, salutations. To the remnant out there, men, women, and children. You know, remain spiritual. Kwam Yasharala, and abide Baba. We got next, Lord willing. Shalom.